that are flying on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth. That if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. Be the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, I'll love your heart and take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. Spellcasting connections and secret conventions, and when you are near,
Hello? Hey, it works. Okay. Let me get some music down so it's just a little tiny bit of music in the background, because otherwise it's going to be very quiet for most of this until I get to actually making the video. But hello. Happy Monday. I have reviewed AI the Somnium Files, a game I hadn't really heard of and was never going to play, except for then the opportunity to review the sequel came up, and I'm like, oh, well, if I'm going to review the sequel, I probably need to have played the original. So I did that over the weekend for, 15, 16 hours or so. And boy, it's great. So like, I'm going to get a review out today for it because I don't have anything coming until Wednesday when I do have a review hitting. So, yeah. Happy Monday. I have no idea if anyone's going to find this enjoyable to watch because this is not going to be a dynamic video to make. It is a visual novel, after all. But as you heard in that last energetic song, which is called, what is that one called? Vocal Solo. With that one, it might be worth making a little ridiculous compilation. But we'll see. I got to start off with recording my narration, of course. I've gone through this once before, and let me know how my mic sounds, because it's a new mic. It's still a Yeti Classic instead of a Yeti Nano, which I used to have, courtesy of my wife. She's too kind to me. Yeah, I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Might as well just get into it. I have I gotta get my voice going. I did one of these before for Unsold when I reviewed that one. Pretty much if it's a Game Pass game, and it's like I wrote this review last night and then I edited it a few times going through it. And I really want to get it out today, so I'm like, well, I still want to stream, but I am going to do this review, so why not stream this review? Oh, also my camera's a little crooked. Hold on. That's a little better. I do have my gross breakfast. It looks so bad on camera, I know. But it's a pre-made, like a frozen Boston Market dinner. And while they look terrible, they taste great. So, good breakfast. All right. This game does have some very good music. That last song is not the norm. This is more the norm. Why, hello, Foreman. How you doing? Oh, I gotta keep talking so I get my voice ready. A lot of times I record at night because I'm nice and relaxed and the voice is at its bassiest, but yeah, I'm gonna have to see how my voice sounds. AI the Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. That waveform's a little small. Oh, and it's going through this. AI the Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. All right, music. I need to pause you so I can hear how I sound. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. You're not too quiet. Okay. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019. I need to do this pop filter isn't made for this. I actually have I have one coming in. So let me see. How can I do that? Like that, and yeah, that should work. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. Yeah, that sounds better. I gotta kind of talk by them until I get a better windscreen, because otherwise too much goes into the mic. It's annoying as shit. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021. I recently got offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative, so I figured I'd take a look at the original first to get my bearings. I came in with no clue what the game... Oh, flub. I came in with no clue what the game was about and no expectations, and I was completely blown away by one of the best mystery stories I've ever played through. Visual novels are definitely not my genre, but after how much I enjoyed this one, maybe it should be. So let's go over why I think this is... Flub. Jeffrey Flub. So join me as we go over why I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI: The Somnium Files. Still sound alright? After how much I enjoyed this one, maybe it should be. So join me as we go over why I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI: The Somnium Files. Oh, excuse me. Not super happy with the way it sounds. Redo it. Oh, man. These are... All right. Yeah, this is a chunky boy of a friggin' microphone. This thing's big. Small out of the way so I can see my entire monitor. All right. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021. I recently got it offered... Oh, fuck. An immediate flub. Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021. So I use a Logitech, so Yeti's with them software-wise for some reason. I have to put the gain really low on here. Otherwise, it comes out super loud. But even with that, it's feeling a little low inside of Audacity. So I just use their Broadcaster 1 to give it a little more, fullness. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. AI: The Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021, and I was recently offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative. So I figured I'd take a look at the original first to get my bearings. I came in with no clue what the game was about and no expectations, and I was completely blown away by one of the best mystery stories I have ever played through. Visual novels are definitely not my genre, but after just how much I enjoyed this one, maybe it should be. Let's go over why I think... Why the word "is" was so hard for me to comprehend. Maybe it should be. Let's go over why I think this is... Oh, fuck. Messed it up again. Let's go over why I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI: The Somnium Files. Not an easy name to really say. Of AI: The Somnium Files. All right. File. Export as MP3. PC. D drive. XboxEra videos. Wavoos. Audio. Intro. I'll put the music back on once I'm... Well, actually, you know what? I can put the music back on because now I know That sounds pretty good. Try and eat off camera. I normally eat and then stream, but I was a little behind today because I was up till 3 a.m. last night because the missus is on vacation this week. So we're now on a halfway through a second watching of Stranger Things with the kids. Ooh, this one sounds like Halo. Actually, no. Sounds like Tomb Raider. Blow my nose. This is the way our whole WordPress thing works. Like, these are our... Here, I can give you a sneak peek. If I click this, you'll see the score I gave it. Good. Which one is this? It's a really good song. Rainbow Affair. Yep. Atrocious Insanity 2. Why, hello, Mort. Like always, I'll try to use as few specifics as possible so as to not spoil anything. The game is mostly a follow-the-plot, lightly interactive novel. You are Kaname Dante, a detective for a special police unit. You are a sinker, which I'll explain in a little bit. Kaname is a handsome, brooding, porno-mag-obsessed loner who has a 13-year-old girl as a roommate and an AI living in his left eye socket named Aiba, which is short for AI Ball. It's extremely anime. The game is typically weird, full-on anime, and somehow it avoided many of the major pitfalls I end up having with anime and its treatment of women. That's because this game's writing is not only legitimately hilarious most of the time, it's incredibly smart. So much of the major, goofy, horny elements feel like a direct send-up of the typical anime tropes. That writing, though. Man, these waveforms look small. Turned right. That writing, though. Very good soundtrack. The English translation is phenomenal. The music is damn near perfect at matching each scene, and the English dub to support it is one of the best I can remember. Every character excels with deep issues and massive growth. A lot of this comes through the game's use of branching timelines. You will encounter wildly different versions of your character as you can go back and change your choices to branch things off in set ways at specific parts of the story. The story starts off and ends on a set path at its conclusion, but getting there is an incredible mystery with an epic and satisfying conclusion. I said conclusion twice. Change that to ending. Why are these waveforms so small? I was right next to it. Path at its conclusion. I can just up it a bit. It's clean. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, though. The game starts with the murder of a local woman, someone Date knows. Her left eye is missing, and things quickly become more and more complicated from there. The majority of the title is a fixed position, 3D rendered point-and-click adventure. During your sync sessions, however, you enter into a subject's... Oh, shit. Look at the wrong thing. Click adventure. During your sync sessions, where you enter into a subject's mind to find out their secrets, the game does go into a very basic third-person behind-the-back screen mode. Behind-the-back screen mode? Jesus Christ, I was tired when I wrote this, wasn't I? Find out their secrets. Kamoa. Behind the back. Thank you, Grammarly. Grammarly's the best. Mostly we're just telling you when everything needs a goddamn hyphenate. The game does go into a very basic third-person behind-the-camera mode. You're moving around freely, though with an at times incredibly strict timer in choosing actions to do. A few rather easy minigames are tied to aiming and moving pop up as well. But the majority of this game is about being told a story as you find the correct things to click on. Oh, it's so low. It's so low all of a sudden. Yeah, Metacritic is... it's funny when the way everyone talks about Metacritic, but Metacritic is highly selective in who they let on now, because it's all manually done by them. But the majority of this game is about being told a story as you find the correct things to click on. My waveforms are normally like twice as big. I don't know why it's so quiet. I'm almost at the point where I'm just going to restart. This is too quiet. Ugh. Doesn't sound bad, though, does it? Specifics as possible so as to not spoil anything. Yeah, I think I can just turn it up in the, in DaVinci. Where is that? It's to click on. This game's into porno mags, by the way. AI The Somnium Files is all about the tone and the story. It is a masterwork of mixing the serious and the absurd. Multiple times throughout the game, Date's love of porno mags is used to give him near superhuman powers. As Iba notes, his reflexes increase 3.6 times when he sees one, after all. This is the type of over-the-top, dumb humor that normally pushes me away from an anime story. Something about the earnest delivery of the voice acting, the excellent comedic timing... I almost said comedian timing. The voice acting, the excellent comedic timing of when it is or isn't used, and just how hard the more serious moments hit. I can't really put it into words, but outside of some crass words regarding women's breasts, I found myself with a smile on my face for the majority of the game. One of the receptionists in the game has really big boobs, and he just ends up calling her big tits. Like, tits. He says the word tits like 900 times in the game. But it's because he's an idiot. The times I didn't, though, was when the shocking gore came up. Either in the current times or in flashbacks, this game goes to some incredibly dark places. God damn it, Grammarly changed this and I forgot to fix it. Yeah, this game's obsessed with boobs. I mean, humanity is obsessed with boobs, so I'll give it a pass. Halfway through my 15 or so hour playthrough, I wasn't sure the game would earn the right for the shocking displays of truly awful violence. As it loose threads began... Oh, god damn it. No, it. Just as. I was going to make a coffee today, but I was behind. As loose threads... My tongue didn't want to say threads. Shit, I never looked at my emails for today. One sec. I'm going to open it and then immediately move it away. Okay. This is a rarely late press release for Jedi Fallen Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Nothing really. Sponsored post on your website. Will you read my automated question, please? No, I won't. All right, nothing big on the email front. The hell was I? Full violence. But it did. As loose. Oh wait, no. I think I already did that. Oh no, I didn't. But it did. As the loose threads began to tie up, I saw just how core a pillar to the entire plot that violence was. It was not there for simple shock value. It is the driver behind the game's themes, and without it, the emotional beats would not have hit nearly as hard for me. I have shockingly too much experience in anime. Yeah. I wasn't going to play this game. I'm not that big into visual novels or anything. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, holy shit, this is legitimately fantastic. Hard for me. It's hard for me. Okay. As stated, whenever I go a little bit without talking, I almost always flub immediately. As stated before, the game uses a multiple timeline mechanic that generally branches off in a few possible ways at certain sync sessions. You can access the menu at any time and jump to any point of a story beat. And to see the true ending of the game, you will have to go through all of the possible outcomes. You'll see the credit roll... You will see the credits roll 4 or 5 hours in, depending on how well you can deal with the only truly bad part of the game, its puzzles. Those 3D sync sessions start out fine. You're looking to clear mental locks inside your subject's head, and you have 6 in-game minutes to do so. Thankfully, time only moves either when you move or you make a decision. Objects will have names in the environment, and through essentially trial and error, you'll either luckily guess or slowly stumble your way to the correct answers. You'll get a checkpoint at each cleared mental lock, from which you can restart with the amount of time you had left. As the game has now been out for nearly 3 years, do not do what I did. Find guides and use them to get through these puzzles at the first sign of frustration. Some of them are insanely tight timing-wise. Each action can possibly give you items to use, which will lower the amount of time used by an action by, say, 1/3 or a sixth. And eventually, the timing becomes so ridiculously tight that a single mistake means that you have to completely restart. A few times, I got to the last area, but I had made a mistake or two in a previous mental lock, and I had to fully restart the entire thing. One endgame sync session took me over an hour, whereas if I had known the answers from a guide, it would have been roughly 5 minutes. Trial and error simply is not fun, though occasionally some of the puzzles did make a tiny bit of logical sense. If you aren't struggling with them, it can be a fun mechanic, but the moment you start to feel agitated like I did, be smarter than me, and just find a guide. The story is too good to give up on because of the poor puzzles, and the fact that the nearly every achievement for the game is under 10% completion percentage makes me fear that many started and stopped once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game. Visual novels normally aren't my thing, but I quickly found myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and truly stellar voice acting. While this one is on Game Pass, if it sounds at all interesting to you, then I implore you to check it out. Shadows, Threat, Silhouette, Aset. I'm going to sound like an idiot, but it makes perfect sense in the context of the game. All my headers were just quotes from the game. Review. And I do edit if I need to, but in DaVinci. You're gone forever. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps that YouTube algorithm allow the channel to grow. And we'll see you here next time on XboxEra. As always, thank you so much for watching. I've done like 110 videos or something ridiculous now, man. Like a maniac at times. All right, done. There's narration. Excuse me. Ah, Florida. This is that end song. I wonder if it's instrumental or not. Instrumental. All right, it's better with singing. All right, so... Don't need you anymore. Oh, hey, it's me. This is what I use. It's my my phone wirelessly connected to my computer with Droid Cam. If I zoom out, you can see that everything ends right here on the shelf. That's why I zoom in a little bit. My goodness, thank you, Foreman. Yes, if you want to avoid advertisements, you can use a Twitch Prime or just spend $5 and you help the site and there's no more ads. It's neat. All right, Da Vinci, let's go. If you notice, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I haven't played through this game since it launched. Like, I beat it a week after launch. I was like, you know what? I've got a super powerful computer now. I want to see what it looks like. And it's all the hotness right now, so... This is everything I have made since I redid my computer. Otherwise, there would be about 90 things in here. Oh, Dolman. You large penis, you. File. Project settings. The very first thing you must do every time you start up a project. You gotta set what you want it to be at. So 4K, 5994. Because if you put clips into this thing before you set that, they will be at whatever it was at default. And it sucks. Import media. I don't need to keep you. I'm not going back to the going live screen. All right. D drive. Oh, wait, you know it's right here. Views. I was thinking of doing Citizen Sleeper. I haven't actually started it yet. I ended up doing this one instead. And every video I did, which... Look, I have an issue where I take 60 gigabytes of video, which are almost 2 hours and 47 minutes long. I take a lot of video. Anyone watching that writes and records for us, don't do this. I only do it because I know what I'm recording. If you're editing and somebody gives you that much video and they don't label it, it is a nightmare. I don't have to label it. I know what I did. Import media. Audio. Boop, boop. Might have made a little purchase. There's the entire soundtrack I can choose from. I'm obviously going to choose, you know, one or two things at the most. But yeah. Dolman Mort. That's like one of our biggest videos lately, too. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I was hoping it would kind of not do that well, but then everyone else kind of gave it the exact same score. So, all right, and then I need full credits me and Game Pass. Then the coup de grace. Review scores. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going... Oh, you don't get to know until the end. No, I'm kidding. You can know now. Boop. It's a high score, I know. I really friggin' enjoyed playing this game. So I've got live save on. So once I save the current project, every time I click the mouse, it saves. Really nice. I'm not recording this time. I'm not doing a local recording, so this isn't going to have any problems keeping up. That was the, I'm not. I would feel very bad, though. I'm not far off the Metacritic. Generally, our site isn't. I think we're like 2 above, which for a volunteer site that's playing things we like, not bad. I do need to, I need to find a background song for the intro. Oh. A little too slow. It's pretty loud. Super energetic. Might be too energetic for an opening. Because I don't have any... I try to match the footage to, like, the feeling... Or the song to the feeling of the footage, and this is just going to be visual novel. And I didn't record any of the later stuff, which is when it actually got pretty action-y. It's too spoilery. No way. No way, no. What is that one? Nope. I need some energy at the opening, I think. You know? I can't just be all, AI, the Somnium Files is coming, in fact it's here! There's too many songs to go through all of them. Once I hear something I like, I'm just gonna use it. I think it's fine as an opening. And unlike others, I like to give a second before you hear my voice, because Linus Tech Tips does it where the instant the video starts, you hear their voice, and it's like, Jesus, there's no... And most of the time, it's too early. Right. Then I gotta lower this, obviously. That's a big-ass waveform. How do you sound at -20? AI, the Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021, and I was recently offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative. Yeah, that works. I just need a little clip to start, and then... Hold on. 5 seconds with a 2... Or wait, that's about a 1 second tunnel of light. I am predictable. I pretty much always end up going with a tunnel of light transition to start with. It's like my thing. Because I did it once and I thought it looked cool. We get our TikTok overlay. I pull that in, plop it where I want. Then I zoom it to get rid of the bar on the left. Maybe it'll be the second clip I put this on. Unless it fits there. It kind of fits there. AI, the Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike. Yeah, it works. So this one is just going to be really hard to match clips to things. It's a freaking visual novel game, you know? Like I honestly don't know how I can match anything for the most part. It's gonna be pretty boring, clip wise, is what I'm saying. It does not lend itself to a fun video. Well, I need something to actually happen. There, I always do even just little cross dissolves. I don't like doing hard cuts very often, so do. Some of these clips are very long. Yeah, I can go in here and just start getting. So this is the third-person gameplay. I can go in here and get a little bit of this. It'd be a little more dynamic to watch, but none of this is gonna be. I'm definitely not doing a compilation for this one. I'm not doing a. I'm gonna try and it's gonna be a lot of kind of boring clips. That's why it's not too long of a video, and then mix in a lot of transitions. Should use a lot of slideshow ones because it's essentially a slideshow at times. Though it's always 3D rendered. It's never actual slideshow or anything. Not like some of them are. Some of them are very much just a slideshow. This one is always 3D rendered with really good faces and stuff. I didn't say that in the review. Well, you'll see it in the clips. This one can get elegant. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I have any clips of that secretary. She's the biggest one. One of the clips I put in the article has boobs in it. Screenshots, I mean. To get my bearings, I came in with no clue what the game was about and no expectations. I was completely blown away by one of the best mysteries to my genre. But after just how much I enjoyed this one, I think this game is worth checking out in September of 2021, and I was recently offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative. So I figured I'd take a look at the original first to get my bearings. I came in with no clue what the game was about. Shit, did I not say Game Pass? Shit. Oh, I said it right at the very beginning. Okay. AI, the Somnium Files, is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. It joined Xbox. Okay, right there. Do. I just want a little fade in, a little fade out. I gotta figure out where to put it. Don't want it to be too big. I'm sure there's probably some way to find out exactly where the middle is, but I don't. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September. Now it says available on Game Pass. And I was recently offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative. So I figured I'd take a look at the... Figuring out how to do all this stuff was very hard. Because I was just learning on my own. I'm the only one who was using DaVinci. But eventually I've just done it so much now. It's all second nature, essentially. I was completely blown away by... Yeah, so like for most of this, I really don't know what to show. Now, these are the branching flowchart stuff. So for most of it, it's just going to be showing... Oh, okay. I'll show something utterly ridiculous over the top here. This is going to be too long. How long is this? Like, friggin' half the rest of the thing? Yeah. All right, so... Yes, he has a Gatling gun. Eight seconds? Yeah, it's a little long. Turn off this, you don't... Everything doesn't magnetize. It actually makes it a little easier to move. But when I'm doing the like little highlight compilation things on certain ones, you zoom in a lot so you can get the timing of those with the music. But I definitely won't be doing that on this one. I need to finish this breakfast before it gets really cold. I'll try not to ASMR my chewing into the mic. I started on Vegas. I think I got Vegas 15 in a Humble Bundle, and it worked okay. But this one uses my GPU. Even just going to an RTX 2060 laptop GPU, my God. Getting GPU rendering was
novels are definitely
insane.
not my genre. But
This game is very LGBTQ friendly, which is always nice. Second to you with a nice transition of Elegant 2. And then I went to DaVinci because it was free, and yeah. Bob's your uncle. It's worth finding a way to get the studio for the GPU. But I love DaVinci. I don't even use the friggin' Fusion stuff. Like, you can do this whole thing where it's all node-based. And I go in there, like, if you want to desaturate an image, I'll go into the color corrector and then just boop. And that's how I can make things black and white if I want. It's super neat. I did that for the review that's sitting on Wednesday, in fact, because it's a black and white game. That's how you just pull all the color out of everything. And it's like that freaking fast to desaturate an image. I desaturated all of our branding so that it matched the whatchamacallit. I have a clip of that. Uh-oh. Oh, a dead body. Don't look. Oh, there's some boobs. There you go. Your boss has a big rack, and she's always showing it off. Hey, Pewter. How you doing? Dumbass name. I need something good to finish on. So I think I recorded like the first 3 hours of the game. You know, there's something in here. When she lifts the cage, how about that? Yeah, that was kind of anticlimactic. The cage flies off here, maybe.
Leave it to me.
Get it, Iba.
It is heavier than it looks.
I did it.
Leave it to me.
Oh yeah, I can have the music going for now. So it's not so quiet. I'm just looking for something that's maybe a little good timing for ending on. Okay, going into the transition of the sync might work.
I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI, the Somnium files.
That's way too long of a white screen. Alright, instead of ending on you, start on you. You long enough?
Review of AI, the Somnium.
Alright, a little shit.
let's go over why I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI, the Somnium Files.
And then it goes right into the intro, which starts... Oh, the intro starts white, doesn't start black. Shit! Alright, need to end on white then. That's probably too much white.
I think this game is worth checking out XboxEra review of AI, the Somnium Files.
And to come out of that in our intro, which begins on white, plays. On link. Boop, boop. Yeah, for some reason, he made this wave incredibly loud, so you gotta lower it right off the start.
Files.
Boom, perfect. So it ends on white,
Files.
and that starts on white. Got it. I'll take it. I'm not gonna worry too much about the clips on this one. It's just not. In the end, it's just really not going to be a big part of it. Fregato, Shadows of the Caribbean, announced for Xbox One and Series X. I've never heard of it. Ultimate Games, PR. Hi. Hello, Ultimate Games. I'll look at your thing later. Fregato. That's a hell of a name. Ah, this is what it looks like. So it's a pirate strategy game. Shadows of the Caribbean. Announced for Xbox and Xbox Series X, but we'll have keyboard buttons down at the bottom of our picture. All right. Music paused because I got to find what music do I want for the body of the review. This is the main goddamn song of the game. You hear this so much whenever you're at a... Alright, Artist Inc. You're the front runner right now. You hear that song a ton. Ad is starting. If you want to avoid it, use Twitch Prime. This one's really good too. Almost Batman, you know? The music in this game can be phenomenal. Like I bought the friggin' album level of good. I beat it in 15, but I think the average is 20. If you just look up puzzles, maybe even less than me, probably. I power read the text because I really wanted to get it out today. So I read the text, click through, read the text, click through, instead of letting them just talk. So yeah, I would say probably about 20 hours if you don't use guides. Maybe 12 to 15 if you do. If you kind of power read the dialogue, 10, 12 hours. If you listen to everything, probably 15 if you use guides, and probably longer if you don't. There's a lot. Shit, I really like this song. All right. Nope. Ow. Ow. Yeah, it's not a short one. That's why it took me all weekend. I started playing it like Thursday, and I didn't touch it Saturday. It's always tough to figure out what's going to be the best thing for a background track. I could just find something that sounds good, and then when I get into how dark the game is, go with that dark song. And when I go into how goofy the game is, find a more goofy song. Maybe I'll try that. There's a lot of music. Ooh. Nah. I'm going to start with this one. This is one I had been looking for. So you begin things. Boop. Minus 2 NT. Might not be enough. Get the body of the review audio in there. And so this is an alpha layer that Predrag made for our intro. So when that last circle hits, any clip you have underneath it will show through. So it's really easy to use. I'm probably just going to do very long clips. And then when I talk about something specific, I'll find it. But for the most part, it'll just be like a longer clip, I think. Right, you otaku shithead. Let's go over this. Bam, bam, bam. Doodaloo. So you see, where does circle starts there? So as long as I've got the clip before it, bam, clip comes out from under it. Thank you, Predrag. You make things easy. Wow, that's way too long. All right, so 5 seconds. And then I can just pull it down again and get back to him talking. So yeah, a lot of this is just gonna be like 10 seconds of freaking regular ass clips. I can't imagine I'm gonna find dynamic things to show off, you know?
Like always, I'll try to use as few specifics as possible so as
Hello,
to not
Somnia.
spoil anything. The game is mostly a follow-the-plot, lightly interactive novel. You are Kaname Dante, a detective for a special police unit. You are a sinker, which I'll explain in a little bit. Kaname is a handsome, brooding...
Just cleaning up my emails. All right. I just needed something about Kaname Dante. He's actually... All right, she is not the roommate, so... Ah, this works. I thought his name was Date until somebody actually said it in game, then it was Date, because of course it's Date. Whoops. Don't move that much. 10 seconds, 11 seconds, whatever. I'm just gonna have to get used to the idea that I've got long ass clips.
porno-mag-obsessed loner who has a 13-year-old girl as a roommate and an AI living in his left eye socket named Aiba, which is short for AI Ball. The game is typically weird, full-on anime, and
Typically weird, full in it. What do I say after this?
somehow it avoided many of the major pitfalls. The game's writing is not only legitimately horny elements feel like a direct send-up of the typical anime tropes.
I don't have any of this super funny, horny stuff for the most part. That mostly happened later. I do try to not get footage that's too far in, if I can avoid it, because it gets really spoilery, you know. Pewter looks really dumb. Oh, I'm sick of sneezing. I did have an idea. There's a song that's all singing in this, and it's to like a whole dancing track, and I can record that dancing track whenever I want. So I thought of just throwing that in there at the end for like a minute, but people lose their minds. I'm just gonna have to grab long scenes and go, because I don't have exactly what would match. I don't think.
And somehow it avoided many of the major pitfalls I end up having with anime and its treatment of women. That's because this game's writing is not only legitimately hilarious most of the time, it's incredibly smart. So much of the major, goofy, horny elements feel like a direct send-up of the typical anime tropes. That writing, though. The English translation is
very good. All right. Turn around, rumba bumblebee. I'm going all elegant for this one. It's my favorite transition, pretty much.
phenomenal. The music is damn near perfect at matching each scene, and the English dub to support it is one of the best I can remember. Every character excels with deep issues and massive growth. A lot of
I don't have one.
Divorce?
Mr. Date, please.
I'm gonna throw my
All right,
breakfast
Iris.
away.
I've never been married.
A single mother.
Yes. Yes, I do. But I only met her twice. Once at Renju's wedding, and then again just a few months ago. Why do you ask?
No reason.
It's good voice acting. It's better than almost anything I remember or have played in the genre, which almost never has voice acting. All right. I got to get her dumb friggin' phrase in there. Regret, A-set. Water, wet, sweat, A-set. Haha, yes, you bet. Okay. It's really fucking dumb.
this comes through the game's use of branching timelines. You will encounter wildly different versions of your character as you can go back and change your choices to branch things off in set ways
You know what? I friggin' recorded this video of that, so, you know, I might as well use it. Sorry, A-set, you're going.
at specific parts of the story. It ends on a set path at its conclusion, but getting there is an incredible mystery with an epic and satisfying conclusion. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, though. The game starts with...
It takes way too long. Why did I stay on that friggin' thing for so long? All right. Why did I just stay on this little screen? I know when I know I'm recording, I've got to actually go through on things. How done with this look?
At specific parts of the story. The story starts off and ends on a set path in satisfying conclusion. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, though. The game starts with the murder of a local woman.
Well, might as well go to the actual murder of the local woman. It's literally the first thing you see in this game. Wow, that's very long. Okay, we can get off this music and maybe to the more dramatic music. The long, 120-second long clip. Big transition. What would be a good big transition? Foreground wipe, you win. All right, what the hell was that song? Something Insanity. It was this one, I think. No. Damn it. Yeah, Atrocious Insanity. I was too far in. Right, and I need to get it so that you go right into the song. So I have to be lower. -20. Give you a nice 1 second long fade.
Myself, though. The game starts with the murder of a local woman, someone Date knows. Her left eye is missing, and things quickly become more and more complicated from there. The majority of the title is a
Really like this friggin' music in this game, Buddy Boyo. And, oh, okay, I did. I was gonna say, I really didn't get any of myself doing this beginning case, but it's right here. Hey, Billy, I'm doing well. Just working on a review I'm going to get out today. I've already got the thumbnail, which is always one of the biggest things.
fixed position, 3D point-and-click adventure. During your sync sessions, where you enter into a subject's mind to find out their secrets, the game does go into a very basic third-person behind-the-camera mode. You're moving around freely.
All right, now I can go into the sync mode, which is right here. I just need to start with me moving. Boop. Normally, I put way more time and effort into just exactly what clips I'm using where. But on this one, with this type of game, I don't. I can't think that it's going to matter that much because it's all the same. It never really looks very different. It's so similar.
With and at times incredibly strict timer in choosing actions.
Yeah, it can be. Definitely. Well, I think it's just more fair than other From games.
Pop up as well. But the majority of this game is about being told a story as you find the correct things to click on. AI The Somnium Files is all about the tone in the story. It is a masterwork of mixing the serious and the absurd.
Probably go longer with that clip then. I need to just go long with clips because when you're reading something, you need to.
Love of porno mags is used to give him near superhuman powers. As Iva notes, his reflexes increase 3.6 times when he sees one. After all, this is the type of over-the-top.
Some funny. That seems not funny. Nope. Oh, yeah, now I can do the A set thing. There you go. You're already cut. I need to use... Whenever something's super long, I want a good transition coming out of it.
Dumb humor that normally pushes me away from an anime story. Something about the earnest delivery of the voice acting, the excellent comedic timing of when it is or isn't used, and just how hard
30 seconds long is
more
probably too
serious
long.
moments hit. I can't really put it into words, but outside of some crass words regarding women's breasts, I found myself.
It's this woman in the
smiling on my
background.
face for the majority.
Oh, you
game.
can see my...
The times I didn't, though.
Oh, you know what? You guys can't see my cursor, can you? I think I have that turned off. One sec. Oh, no, it's capturing cursor. Good. Okay. I'm just at a low res. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yes, this woman in the back, she is the one with the huge boobs that he calls, like, giant tits. That becomes her nickname. And everyone hates him for it.
Was when the shock and gore came up. Either
Oh boy, time for shock and gore. I did the first 2 murders, really. There's a lot more. Where is he dead? No, I got it. God damn it, where is your dead body, Renju? I have the clip. Why am I not finding it? I've literally seen it a few times before. I've had it. Nope. The heck? There it is. Okay. Shocking gore. Here we go. Short transition.
the current times or in flashbacks, this game goes to some incredibly dark places. Halfway through my 15 or so hour playthrough, I wasn't sure the game would earn the right for the shocking displays of truly awful violence.
There's a lot more, but it was later in the game, so I didn't save them.
Tie up, I saw just how core a pillar to the entire plot that violence was. It was not there for simple shock value. It is the driver behind the game's themes, and without it, the emotional beats would...
God, it's a long black screen. All right, fine. Well, then it just pulls away. All right. All right. Even with 3 hours of footage, it doesn't feel like enough. It never feels like enough.
not have hit nearly as hard for me.
That'd be
As
nice.
stated before, the game uses a multiple timeline mechanic that generally branches off in a few possible ways at certain sync sessions. You can access the menu at any time and jump to any point of a story beat. And to see the true ending of the game, you will have to go through all of the possible outcomes. You will see the credits roll 4 or 5 hours in.
Just keep mixing things up. There's just not that much to really change here.
Depending on how well you can deal with the only truly bad part of the game, its puzzles. Those 3D sync sessions start out fine. You experiment and through essentially trial and error, start with the amount of time you had left.
All right, I should just make this a very long. All right, I can finish the music here. and get some sync music in. That'd probably work. What's a good syncing in the song? You're too slow. Nah. Nope. Yeah, that's like one of the main ones.
You can access the menu at any time and jump to any point of a story beat. And to see the true ending of the game, you will have to go through all of the possible outcomes. You will see the credits roll 4 or 5 hours in, depending on if you're looking to clear mental locks inside your subject's head, and you have 6 in-game minutes to do so. Thankfully, time only moves either when you move or you make a decision. Objects will have names in the environment, and through essentially trial and error, you'll either luckily guess or slowly stumble your way to the correct answers. You'll get a checkpoint at each cleared mental lock, from which you can restart with the amount of time you had left. As the game has now been out for nearly 3 years, do not do what I did. Find guides and use.
Okay. I was way too long on making that decision. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Use them to get through these puzzles. Some of them are insanely tight timing.
I didn't save any of those because they are too you can't show them without massive spoilers. It's just impossible. Because everything that's going on is like, this character that you've known for a long time is dead, and like, you know, stuff like that. That's way too long. Where do I want you to go to?
Each action can possibly give you items. The timing becomes so ridiculously tight. But I had made a mistake or two in a previous mental lock, and whereas if I had known the answer, make a tiny bit of logical sense. If you aren't struggling with them, it can be a fun mechanic. But the moment
I get up to here. Boy, it's going to be really long. 40 seconds.
timing give the mistake minute. Trial error city is not fun.
You get to an actual point where I'm doing the stuff, moving around and whatnot. Oh my God. Where am I actually moving around in this clip? Yeah, you don't really move that much in these, if I'm being completely honest. Some of the later ones you move a ton. All right, there, and then cut out a bunch of the in-between stuff. It's not going to be a dynamic video, unfortunately.
Took me over an hour.
These are harder
Whereas
ones to
if
edit.
I had known the answers from a guide, it would have been roughly 5 minutes. Trial and error simply is not fun. If you aren't struggling with them, it can be a fun mechanic. The story is too good to give up on because of the poor puzzles.
Oh, that kind of ends almost perfectly. All right, so where are we going?
The fact that nearly every achievement for the game is under 10% complete. In conclusion, AI the Somnium files is a truly...
All right, one more song. I'm going to find some clips and we'll finish this up. It's only 11:30. Don't worry, that you don't hear that song. Wow, it's in a lot of languages, huh?
一陸二時の朝 But call me a cynic, approaching the limit. My
Some very Metal Gear music. How does this one start? Alright, maybe I'll end on this and it can fade out into the actual fade out. I guess see if this is too jarring. Yeah, it's definitely supposed to be Metal Gear. It plays during the over-the-top action stuff. So you got the music and then into the outro. Yeah, that might be long enough. Let's see. Cut you, fade you, and revert you. See how this sounds.
Once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game.
Too loud.
Visual novels normally aren't my thing, but I quickly found myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a
I don't think a crossfade works. An actual fade out, fade in works better.
once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly and stopped once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game. Visual novels normally aren't that many started and stopped once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game.
Yeah.
Visual novels normally aren't my
I just
thing,
gotta have a nice
but
big
I quickly
transition at that
found
point.
myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and ace it.
It takes too long. It's got to be bigger.
Ace it.
All right, that works well enough. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts on how to make this a more dynamic review video, so. Hopefully next time I do something that's on Game Pass, it's something I can do. The compilations are or whatever, like the little highlight things I put in instead of the intros are super fun to make. But those are mainly for action games, you know. And what to finish on? Probably one long clip, the way this game is. Something good. I don't have anything super actiony though.
Show.
Did I have one thing where I pulled my gun out? Hey, there it is. Hey, I do have one thing. Okay, I think this might work. Big one. Yeah, I love elegant cuts are so good.
AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game. Visual novels normally aren't my thing, but I quickly found myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and truly stellar voice acting. While this one is on Game Pass,
Don't need all that. You know what? I don't need all that aiming. That should work fine.
mystery. It has novels normally aren't my thing, but I quickly found myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and truly stellar voice acting. While this one is on Game Pass, if it sounds at all interesting to you,
Bonk.
then I implore you to check it out.
Tunk.
Shadows, Threat, Silhouette, Aset.
I forgot I ended on the threat ASET thing. I don't think I have her saying it. I have Ota saying it. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. You can just go back and stay there. There are so many things I wrote about, and then I forgot, oh yeah, I didn't actually make a clip of that because it's, 12 hours into the game and super spoilery. So in the idea of not being spoilery at all, don't add it at all, but then that does mean you miss out on some things. All right, see how this all sounds?
Aset.
Boom, perfect. When you get the actual end of a song, man, it works well. Change your zoom and move. Oh, fuck. Wrong one. There we go. Need to get this Game Pass thing again, and that'll probably be about it. Copy Game Pass. Put my actual credits in there. Do a around 8 seconds and zoom in, zoom out. I don't think there'll be... Fuck, this covering stuff, though. Shit. It's going to be really hard to not cover text with my friggin' name file in this one. Just move it. Here, move it down. There we go. That works. But I need to get that Game Pass thing back in there. God damn it, they didn't actually copy it. Copy. Paste. Did I say it's on Game Pass at the end?
Game. And truly stellar. AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game. Visual novels normally aren't my It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and truly stellar voice acting. While this one is on Game Pass, if it sounds at all interesting to you, then I implore you to check it out.
I actually
While
put it.
this one is on Game Pass, if it sounds at all
Huh. I actually put it. I put it exactly where I talk about Game Pass. Damn, I'm good. I got it down there in the black bar. All right, that works. That's probably about it for this one. Not much sense in freaking. There's just not. I don't have clips to make it more dynamic or fun, or to match things better. So I probably consider that one about as close as it's going to get. So MP4 265 because it's so much better using the GPU. There are videos, reviews, review AI, the Somnium files. Can't put any of the line or the colons in there because it's a file. Add to render queue. Render all. Oh, how are your Mondays going, fellows? This is how I do reviews. Hopefully it's cool. I'm not going to obviously stream this a ton because most of them are embargoed and I can't. But when it's a Game Pass one and I really want to get it out and it's the morning and be like, hey, two birds with one stone. I enjoy streaming and talking to people. And I also really want to get this review done. So hopefully it's fun. I like the Unsold one because that one I made probably my favorite beginning compilation thing, little highlight reel instead of an intro. So that one was very fun. This one is just more about the script and the narration, and the clips are kind of secondary. But yeah. I've now done almost 90 of these. Pretty crazy. For my first 3 reviews, I didn't do the videos, and then I started learning how, and I started doing it myself, and it's all self-taught. John showing some things off in Vegas, and then eventually I moved to DaVinci because I just liked it better. And I was able to get DaVinci to use my GPU. It's not cheap, but it was worth it. DaVinci Studio is like $300. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, you got to spend money to make money eventually in the far future, maybe at some point. But yes, DaVinci is just great. It's a really insanely robust set of tools. Even like trying out After Effects, I did not like After Effects at all because this thing chews through 4K footage like nothing. 4K footage is really hard to work with in most programs unless you got a supercomputer. And even when I was on my laptop, which was a 10th gen Intel mobile RTX 2060 and 12 gigabytes of RAM, I was still putting out decent videos and producing decent looking podcasts. Now, obviously, I've got the computer the site helped pay for, but so everything's even insanely better when I really think about it. But yeah, this this thing's rendering how fast? I've got 5 minutes left. It's almost 1-to-1, and it's 4K, and I've got a lot of fancy effects in for transitions, and it chews through it. It's really nice. Well, while that's rendering, I could actually play something because I can just hop onto the Xbox Tree City because that's it. That is all. I'm gonna upload this when it's done, and I'm gonna push it live. But maybe I'll play something for a little bit. Boop. Beautiful. All right, might be fun to play. I'm actually watching through my preview screen right now. Go back into some Immortals. I'm tempted to start up Doom. I do have Jedi Fallen Order on the computer, which is when I want to start up playthrough again. But I did just start up Immortals, and I'm still going through Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so I can't add too many things on. It gets a little ridiculous. I'll play some Rogue Legacy. It's always a good one. All right, let me shift my monitor over to it. Doot, doot. Bam, 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 bam. Speaker is going to have a review. Text only. It's going to be a review of Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's done. I just got to schedule it and tweet it. So I'll probably do that for tomorrow, and I'll do this one for today. I was mid-run as a new character I unlocked, the Bard. He shoots notes and then kickflips off them to explode. He's super fun. Ow! God damn it. Alright. That was my... Do I have the sound on for this? Oh, it's so loud. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, it was full blast from me recording footage. I completely forgot. All right, that should be better. Yeah, sorry. So what it was there was normally when I record footage, I turn the audio all the way up so I can, I'm just getting full, clean audio if I ever need anything like music, especially. Unreleased games, recording music in the game is pretty much the only way to get music for the review. So I had forgotten to turn that back down to -20, which is what I normally stream at. So, sorry. I don't hear it. Thus, I'm not going to know. I guess keep an eye on when this is done so that I can start uploading it. What are you doing? Bards are very good. I keep taking unnecessary damage, though. Oh, I kickflipped. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I've got and I always put these up on the YouTube page, and I do have another one up on there too, Foreman, when I did the unsold review. God damn it. Keep taking unnecessary. I haven't played Rogue Legacy in a bit. Probably since the last time I streamed. I did give this one a 9.5, so I agree, it is great. Instantly kill yourself, but you get 35% more gold. Health drops. I am well past this area. I'm just doing it. I'm just mainly gold farming. Fuck. And one of the things is whenever someone dies, they drop an explosive behind them, so... Damn it! Fucking thorns. What kind of lucky timing is that on your throw, you bitch? Oop. First relic, I get hit once I die. Those are real dangerous. Very Dark Souls-y. Oh, I don't have the thing to come down here yet. Yes, I did, Billy. I reviewed Elden Ring. So I spent 70 hours in 1 week playing it to be able to beat it. And I loved it. I gave it a 9.8. I have been in the it's getting better as I go along camp with the Souls games. Damn it! Fucking explosion. I liked Demon Souls, but I had a lot of issues. I liked Dark Souls, but it was really unfair all the time. Dark Souls 2's hollowing mechanic made me absolutely despise it. Boy, I need one of you to drop some health. I adored pretty much everything about Dark Souls 3. I wasn't the biggest Bloodborne fan. It's okay, but it really is not mostly Dark Souls to me. It just had a cool look, but a lot of the gameplay stuff I didn't like. Love Sekiro, but its performance on previous gen consoles was so bad that it really hurt it. And then Elden Ring is just perfect. Alright, I can go back. Budget. Is it done? It is completed. Alright. Real quick, we can watch the completed review. Boop. Boop. Alright. Reviews. AI, the Somnium Files.
AI, the Somnium Files is a 2019 release from Spike Chunsoft. It joined Xbox Game Pass back in September of 2021, and I was recently offered the chance to review the next game in the series, Nirvana Initiative. So I figured I'd take a look at the original first to get my bearings. I came in with no clue what the game was about and no expectations. I was completely blown away by one of the best mystery stories I have ever played through. Visual novels are definitely not my genre, but after just how much I enjoyed this one, maybe it should be. Let's go over why I think this game is worth checking out in the XboxEra review of AI, the Somnium Files. Like always, I'll try to use as few specifics as possible so as to not spoil anything. The game is mostly a follow-the-plot, lightly interactive novel. You are Kaname Dante, a detective for a special police unit. You are a sinker, which I'll explain in a little bit. Kaname is a handsome, brooding, porno-mag-obsessed loner who has a 13-year-old girl as a roommate and an AI living in his left eye socket named Aiba, which is short for AI Ball. The game is typically weird, full-on anime, and somehow it avoided many of the major pitfalls I end up having with anime and its treatment of women. That's because this game's writing is not only legitimately hilarious most of the time, it's incredibly smart. So much of the major, goofy, horny elements feel like a direct send-up of the typical anime tropes. That writing, though. The English translation is phenomenal. The music is damn near perfect at matching each scene, and the English dub to support it is one of the best I can remember. Every character excels with deep issues and massive growth. A lot of this comes through the game's use of branching timelines. You will encounter wildly different versions of your character as you can go back and change your choices to branch things off in set ways at specific parts of the story. The story starts off and ends on a set path at its conclusion, but getting there is an incredible mystery with an epic and satisfying conclusion. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, though. The game starts with the murder of a local woman, someone Date knows. Her left eye is missing, and things quickly become more and more complicated from there. The majority of the title is a fixed-position, 3D rendered point-and-click adventure. During your sync sessions, where you enter into a subject's mind to find out their secrets, the game does go into a very basic third-person behind-the-camera mode. You're moving around freely, though with an at times incredibly strict timer in choosing actions to do. A few rather easy minigames are tied to aiming and moving pop up as well. But the majority of this game is about being told a story as you find the correct things to click on. AI The Somnium Files is all about the tone in the story. It is a masterwork of mixing the serious and the absurd. Multiple times, but it did. As loose threads began to tie up, I see the credits roll 4 or 5 hours in, depending on how well you can deal with the owning of the game in a few possible ways at certain sync sessions. You can access the menu at any time and jump to any in a previous mental struggling with them. It can be a fun mechanic. But the moment you and the fact that the nearly every achievement for the game started and stopped once they became too frustrated. In conclusion, AI The Somnium Files is a truly fantastic game.
Oh no,
Visual novels
Mag.
aren't my thing, but I quickly found myself engrossed in the mystery. It has one of the best scripts I can remember in a game, and truly stellar voice acting. While this one is on Game Pass, if it sounds at all interesting to you, then I implore you to check it out. Shadows, Threat, Silhouette, Aset. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like,
There you go. No big secret to making them. The biggest, most difficult thing is spending all that time playing them. That's by far the hardest thing. Uh-oh, 2 things flagged on the forum. Dunwich Cat wants to close his thread. Please close thread. What, people yelling at him for making a PlayStation 1? I don't care. That's weird. Why does he want to say please close thread? Oh, Showdown, PlayStation IP Battle, Showdown. Oh, because they're done. Okay. Sure. Sorry, I got to go through and... So what does he want to shut down? Oh, because the voting's done. So Yeah. Voting's done. Please close thread. Will do. Close topic. Voting done. Close topic. You really should make flags, though. You should just DM. Gonna disagree. I'm gonna delete your. No, I'm just gonna ignore your flags because I don't want you to have a moderation history. Well, if you ever watch Dunwich Cat, if you ever watch this in the future, just send a DM to a mod or tag a mod in the post and say, "Hey, can you please close this thread now?" And we'll do it. But if you flag yourself, that adds to your moderation history. All right, let me quickly start the upload for this video so I can get it out within the next few hours. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Review AI the Somnium files. Upload go. I have no idea what it's going to do to my upload on Twitch, but we'll see. And yeah, I agree, Billy. It gets overblown a lot. They're not easy, but they're mostly... The difficulty quite often just comes in them being kind of unfair. They revel in a bit of trial and error, which... Ow! Oh, God damn it. I was standing... I didn't see it. Leave me alone. Take that. Ow! You dick. Fuck, crying out loud, that's bad luck. Boy, I've taken way more damage than I should. Fucking mimic! I'm about to die. You're both mimics, aren't you? They drop angry coins. Shit. Alright, how's my upload going on this video? 11 minutes left. Alright, let me just quickly set everything. Written, video edited, and narrated by me. Jesse Anomalies. Add my pre-drag created thumbnail. Immediately put it in the reviews thing. You might have to actually go and do a silt now that one's done. Can't put them in the playlist until the no, not Nirvana Initiative. Just AI the Somnium files. AI the Somnium files. Oh, they don't have that in YouTube. They only have Nirvana Initiative. Weird. Really weird. But if you put it in a playlist, people will find it while it's unlisted. So, can't put them in a playlist until they're scheduled. Then they just show up as a private video. Don't want to break embargoes. You want people to trust you. Alright, let that go in the background. Maybe do one more run. Oh god, yeah, no, I'd have no chance at doing that one, Foreman. I really didn't I don't die that often in the Souls games. Outside of learning bosses. I don't think they're that hard, really. Oh, the Diva one. God. I like samurai. I like the samurai. Even though a real samurai would be focused on his bow and arrow. Let's go, Karun. We are getting big enough now where YouTube will actually prioritize our uploads sometimes, it feels like, and it's way faster at processing 4K. When I first started doing 4K, it could take an hour or 5. Damn it. This is one of the best games released this year, and maybe one of my favorite games I've ever played. In case you're wondering what I think about it. Bye! Boosh! Samurais are great. Boosh! Boosh! Everyone in the house is still probably asleep. My son was up, but he probably went back to bed. School's out. Mrs. is on vacation for a full week, so everyone's chillaxing, bro. Boosh! 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 I'm way more powerful than everything in here, so I kill him in one hit. But I'm just in I need gold. I want to keep upgrading phase. Yeah, I don't think I can overstate how good this game is. As far as releases this year, Elden Ring may be a more polished, all-around AAA title, but this is the one I'd play the most. And I whiffed. God damn it. Take that. Boosh! There's probably no 2022 release I'll play more than this one. Counts for something, especially when it's only like $25. Boosh! Boosh! Rhoda! Whoop, whoop, pop. And funnily enough, it is an Xbox exclusive because they're a small team and they couldn't put it out on every platform at once. Fuck! Eat death. Yep. Yeah, this game stands toe-to-toe with everything released for me this year, and it's not even close. This is like maybe the best example of early access success for me. Shit, you didn't die in one hit. And I'm hoping they double dip. I hope it comes to Game Pass in a month or two, or, at some point this year. Like, get your sales early, then hit Game Pass later, and because there's no microtransactions or anything. Boosh! Boosh! Anything down there? Nope. Get my upload done yet? 5 minutes left. The stream looking okay? I'm uploading 2 things at once on a 30 megabyte per second upload stream, so not the strongest. So hopefully it's doing okay. Not choking the Twitch stream. Yeah, this game deserves to be played by as many people as possible. It feels great. I think it looks really nice. Ah, I can move so fast. Like that. That'd been a lot harder before I had the super dash. Bah! Ah, you son of a bitch. Die. Alright, I got double drums, which are just 12% more damage, which is great. More critical damage from spells and weapons increased by 20%. Flat 12% damage increase is too good. I'll lose some health, though, because I'm going under 100% resolve. So yeah, I lost 40 health. Woof. Woofa. Got hit real fucking hard, though. Oh, shit. I thought that was a wall. Alright, where am I? Where am I going? Down and right. Not that down. Just down. There we go. Double food, god damn it. Waste. Die boxes. Give me your 10, 11 gold. Almost feels cheating with how goddamn good the samurai is. Wrong button. That ability comes back really quick too, as you can see. It's only like a 5-second cooldown. I'll take the risk, get some max health back, but or I lose some current health, but gain potential max health. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. Is the boss room over here? No, just a lore thing. Broke a hole in the floor. Whee! Money! Let me check my review again. Should be done uploading by now. Yep, upload complete. Let me save you, and I just gotta wait for it to process. Processing will begin shortly. So yeah, Celt review is coming later this week. We got game launch when the game launches is when you can generally expect things, and I think that one launches Wednesday. So expect it closer to then. Smaller game. Oops. All right, little challenge room. Let's go. He has a lot of health. That normally takes a long time to do. Whoopa! Oh, that was a challenge room. Do I have any rooms left? Shit, I wanted to get my health back up. Fudge. I really need my health up before I go to the next area, so let me see if I can get lucky with some, I'm gonna try and go back to, there's one area left in the first part here. Go up. Okay, I gotta go all the way huh? A few rooms I haven't done yet in the first castle area here. Shit, double tapped it. Now it's on cooldown. I get a couple health per kill, which is nice. Shit, how do I get to that room? I was up. Okay, I gotta go back up. Actually, no, not this way. Oh yeah, okay, it's over here. Give me food. Give me fire. Give me that which I desire. Huh. Never give you food when you really need it. No, I can't do anything resolve-wise. Yeah. 34. 34. More magic damage. Fuck it. Why not? Alright, down to 182 health, but I have a slight chance of not dying when I die. Alright, to the Stygian study. I beat it all on... Well, I got one full clear on PC. Obviously it's going to take way more than that for a full thing, but they'd only added in the actual ending of the game like a little bit before it came out. I didn't get the PC 1.0 build right away. So I was like, you know what? I've seen enough of this. I'm fine doing this review. And I'm just going to restart on Xbox because it's my main way of playing. You dick. Everything up here really fucking hurts, so yeah, it's not going to go well. I'm doing a lot of damage, but I can't take many hits. A lot of money, though. I've killed one of the bosses in here. There's like 3. Oh, fuck me. Can only kill him with kickflips. And specific kickflips. You have to have the power up. Must be confident in your movements. Shit. That's right. No! I told him why. Thank you, Grave Bell. Fuck. Got me once. Well, Grave Bell saved me one time, but that was it. Oh, boy. Okay, that was fun. It was a fun stream. I like making the videos for Game Pass, you know, for already released things that aren't embargoed. Very fun to do on stream, even if that one was a little dry, clip-wise. Yeah. Thank you, Foreman and Billy and Mort and Somnium and everyone. It was a very fun stream. Everyone in my house is on vacation this week, so I have no idea how much I will or won't be streaming. I think I should be. It just might be a little louder than normal. Definitely trying to get some VR in because I'm out of shape. And I should have... There's like nothing coming out. So hopefully I should hear back on a few things and maybe have some reviews. June might be a very quiet review month. We've got some stuff hitting this week. We'll have this Somnium one going up soon. But yeah, thank you everyone who joined me. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow? Yeah, probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.